This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Oh boy, I apologize. I was muted. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday, and we're out here chilling, my friends. We are out here chilling. Now, we do have a lot going on today, and I'm going to break it all down for you because Dogecoin and Litecoin are teaming up. McDonald is doing something with a specific NFT project that I think everybody needs to be aware about. So if you're ready for the Zest, the news appearance I made on Newsmax, and the education, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, right, Steve? Right, everybody, Bixie, nice to see you. Welcome, everybody. Let's say good morning to everyone in the chat. I don't know. I've been having like mad glitches out here with my stream this morning, so I apologize. My chat disappeared, but now it's back, so at least it's here now. Right, Robert, nice to see ya. We got VV Zombie, Chef Dave in the chat, XRP A11Y. We have Squeakies all set, nice to see ya. We got NJ Tech. Who else? We got Hero, good morning. Brian. Ben Spada's like, Mike, yeah, I got it. Ron said silent zest. What a mood. Good morning, Christopher Hannah, good morning. Auto, cough, cough. Welcome, Sola Hefe, good morning. MK, Keen Bean, David G, my Dogecoin friend over there on X, Gareth, said, oi, oi. Oi, indeed. Right, Bionic, nice to see you. Ronell is here. Hi, Ronell. Ronell's always chilling, man. He is. Right, Crypto Mentors over there on X, nice to see ya. Again, if I missed you, please make sure you yell at me in the chat because, again, my chat disappeared and totally reset on me right before the stream, which is A-okay. Things happen. Right, Eddie Lance, nice to see ya. Welcome to the chat. I'm going to scroll up a little bit, see if I missed anyone. I see Hero. Silver Days is in chat. I think I got everyone. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Alexandra G, my G. Welcome. John Legend, Michael C is here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Ronell says, it's great to see you again. It's great to see you as always, my friend. Saul is here too. Welcome. And Rafa sent me some sunglasses. Thank you. Appreciate the shades. I could probably use some right now. Probably use them shades. Right, Nick? Good morning. Let's get after it, Ivan, right? Let's get after it. We have so much news to share. Bitcoin is struggling with the $90,000 mark this morning, and I think it's okay. I think it's going to be A-okay. We have had some crazy news going on, so I want to break everything down for you guys. We do have a goal, though, of 17,450. Apologies. All these numbers. 17,450 subscribers. We're 7 away. So what I ask of you is to pamp. You got to pump it up. Pamp it up. We're getting after it. We're going to look at the market recap really quick. And then again, we got to get into Bitcoin. We got to get into the charts. We got to get into all the zest and love that is given to every single person on this earth. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Now. Let's get into it. First, market recap, because we got to go in order of things. I'm just too excited. It's like I have like 30,000 things to talk about, and I don't even think the hour is going to cover it all. Now we do have Peanut. Peanut's still running, guys. Peanuts are running at 30%. We got Whiff and Pepe that were listed on Coinbase yesterday. So, and also listed, Pepe was listed on Robinhood as well with XRP, Cardano, and there's one other thing I'm forgetting. But there were a lot of things listed on Robinhood, Coinbase. Oh, Cardano. Cardano is also listed. Now, we do have Bitcoin this morning. And also yesterday, we had a beautiful show with the one and only Dan from the chart, guys. Oh, boy. I have a lot of love for Dan. Dan is such a legend. And I feel like we just like all connect with Dan on like such a beautiful spiritual level. And if you haven't yet, please make sure you guys check out that video. I'm going to put the link in the live chat right now. There you go. Check out that live stream we did yesterday. It was so awesome. I really have a lot of love for Dan. He's so connected with himself and the earth. You know what I mean? Also, later at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be live with Lizard Labs, as I always am, co-hosting with my girl Meta Mona. We got Jordan on the show, Andrew, Michael from Today, and we also have Gwei from AI Arena, Zen from Wilder World, Phoenix, Graslow. So we have a bunch of gaming icons on the show today. We're going to be talking AI and all these beautiful things. So please make sure you guys take a gander. Take a gander. Going into the market recap, other than the bubbles, we got Bitcoin and the charts. $89,137 at this moment, 1.5% in the red. We were at a high this morning of around 91.8, almost $92,000. It's going to be okay. If we pull back, I'm not worried. But even Dan was saying we're consistently making these higher lows as well. So that is a bullish sign. That is a bullish sign. Ideally, I want to pull back and maybe that 76K mark and push our way back up. But again, we don't know what's going to happen. We just live and we watch the charts and we go in accordance with what the charts tell us. But I do advise caution, especially if you are using leverage, because this is a volatile time to be trading. Ain't that right, Pillman, Rob C, Moneybags, Daddy O, James, welcome. Bullish scenario, obviously, is the next high, which is around $94,000. Bearish level, we don't really have a bearish level to watch other than what I kind of pointed out, which saw some slight selling pressure at that 76.8. Though you would look at the highest close previous to this run back in March around 73.2. Right now, we're going to take a gander at the market cipher that's giving us a red dot printing on the momentum. So it's telling us that maybe this is a cool-off day, but that's what we thought yesterday. And then, oh boy, we saw volume picking up. Money flow still increasing ever so slightly. We've been going up dramatically with Bitcoin, over $20,000 in just over a week. Absolute insanity. So if we do pull back, again, that's only normal. Right, Uber Eats. We're going to take that beautiful VWAP, and it slid. We want it to pimp, but it slid back down. It's below the zero line at the moment, which indicates this pullback. Makes sense as to why we're pulling back right now. We're looking at the RSI as well. That's very overbought, and you know when we're overbought, typically that's where the downtrend comes in. And you see on the RSI, we are pulling back ever so slightly today. It's some of the most overbought we've been since March, when we entered that 70K range for the first time, and even before that in November. Watch out, my friends. Ideally, you want the RSI to pull back, go below this overbought, and maybe you could pick up steam yet again. We'll just see how it all works out, because Bitcoin is in price discovery mode. No matter what anybody tells you, no one knows the answers as to what's next. Even Dan, Sir Chartman, he was saying, listen, we don't know what the tops are going to be. You don't know what the bottoms are going to be. You just have to make sure you have your bullish and your bearish case scenario and stick to it, darn it. Stick to it. Stick to it. We're going to take a look at Ethereum. Oh, before that, Bitcoin, though. People are saying that Bitcoin could hit $100,000 in November. I want to know what your thoughts are. Can Bitcoin hit new highs before the end of the month? Specifically, $100,000. Put a one or a yes emoji, two or no emoji. Do you think that's possible? Do you think it's possible? Do you think Bitcoin could hit $100,000 by the end of the month? I would like to know your thoughts. Though we're going to look at some other ETF news, that Bitcoin became the 7th largest asset in the world, and that was actually discussed when I was on Newsmax. And I do have the Newsmax interview, the full interview, except we need some likery if we're going to be able to play this interview. If you guys want to see the Newsmax interview, let's get those, how much? 55 more likes. Guys, we have 45 likes. We need 100 likes. I would like 100 likes so I could play this video so you guys could see Newsmax talking about how Bitcoin is flipping silver and all these beautiful things that it does. The US ETF's inflows hit $4.7 billion over 6 days as Bitcoin is gaining dominance in the market. We see that Bitcoin, again, even they say it is on a roll. It's the 7th largest asset by market cap on the planet, overtaking oil giant Saudi Aramco. Its dominance over the crypto industry set a high of 61.38%, and the price hit a record of over $93,000 on Wednesday. Another part of the success comes from the inflows of the ETFs. In the past 6 trading days, Bitcoin ETFs have seen a whopping $4.7 billion of net inflows, including more than $510.1 million on Wednesday alone. This brings the total since their introduction in January to $28.2 billion, according to Farside data. The ETFs are soaring, my friends. Bitcoin itself is soaring right now, as it should. As it should. We've been waiting only 4 years for this. We're going to look at Ethereum this morning that has a price of $3,122. We're down 2%. We keep making higher lows with Bitcoin. It doesn't seem the same here with Ethereum. We were talking about it yesterday with Dan, the chart man, that ETH has been lacking. It's been lacking. And he thinks this is due to the ETFs. Though our heart emoji pushed us above the 200-day SMA. Again, I'm joking. But the love has pushed us above the 200-day SMA. We hit a high recently of $3,300. We wanted to stay above this 32.20, 32.30, but we fell below it. Yesterday, closing below it. Today, it seems like we're trending towards a 200-day SMA yet again that lies at $2,956. And we don't want to fall below $3,000 because that will make us upset. $3,000 is a major psychological level, and if we fall below that $3,000, it could be very much of a struggle for Ethereum, being that, again, it was ranging between this $2,300 and $2,770 for the longest time. And like I said, I never want to talk about $2,770 ever again in my life. Never again. Never again. Looking over here at Market Cipher for Ethereum, we do have money flow. It's tight. I'm going to say it's okay. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's cool. It's green. We take it. We have a red dot that's printing on the momentum from yesterday, pulling it down ever so slightly. The VWAP is below that zero line, making sense as to what's going on with this pullback. Right, Stiv, with the roses. Thank you. We also have the RSI that was majorly overbought, but pulled back very sharply. And that's really what happens sometimes. When you see an RSI that just explodes, it's going to pull back almost just as fast. We haven't really seen that with Bitcoin yet, but ETH is really showing her cards right now. It's good that it pulled back. Let's have a pullback. Create some support at these levels because we just got 100 roses on TikTok. Pull back, relax, and keep calm, hodl on. We should pump, pull back, range, and move back on up. That's ideally the case, and even Dan was talking to me about that yesterday. As Litecoin is trying to tackle $80, and it hits that 85 with a wick high with today's candle, and the selling pressure is quite immense at the $85 level. Even you see it back here. We were talking about it yesterday. Ideally, you want to keep making higher highs. We haven't been really doing higher lows. We haven't really been doing that with Litecoin. Though we have this $75 selling pressure. We closed below it yesterday, or closed at $75, but we went below it, almost touching that 200-day SMA. The low was around $71. The 200-day SMA is at $71.42. So we were just above that by about 40 cents. We're going to watch out for Litecoin. $75 is our neutral scenario. Bullishly, we want to target that $85. It seems like we had a nice push with that. And I think it's due to the fact that all the Dogers are now talking about Litecoin, which, we've been talking about Litecoin and Dogecoin in their relationship forever. And I'm so happy people are finally talking about it too. I literally cannot even imagine the fact that people have been ignoring Litecoin and its connection to Dogecoin since Litecoin saved Doge in one way or another. Thank you, Charlie Lee. Now looking at the market ciphers, we're up 3% for Litecoin. Litecoin's underrated, my friends. It's super undervalued, in my opinion alone. We have some beautiful green money flow. VWAP is pushing. It's bullish. The green dot has been printed on the momentum, shooting it on up. We have a beautiful RSI that is mid-bull right now. It didn't hit that overbought, and it's good that we had a pullback with the RSI, giving us some more bullish room to run. Typically, Litecoin does this all the time, where right now, Bitcoin's 2% in the red. Litecoin's 3% in the green. They almost have this inverse relationship, and maybe if Litecoin keeps running, Bitcoin follows suit. And Litecoin is basically Bitcoin's younger bro, the fit younger bro, the younger bro that's able to run that marathon. We saw these tweets yesterday from Litecoin saying, due to the market conditions, I now identify as a meme coin, which was funny. And then Dogecoin retweets Litecoin and says, hey fam, Litecoin now identifies as a meme coin, so can we help them out by making a few Litecoin memes to get them started? some kind of chibi mascot, I think. So I think this is quite interesting. Though Litecoin is typically known for like the little chicken and stuff like that. I do have a lot of love for Litecoin. Litecoin is the wave, and it's extremely bullish. And I even wrote Dogecoin plus Litecoin equals perfection. It is. Dogecoin wouldn't be where it is without Litecoin, and that's a fact. They are merged mines, so if you are mining Litecoin, you could earn Dogecoin as a reward. If you're mining Dogecoin, you could earn Litecoin as a reward as well, and you're securing both networks in doing so. So I have a lot of love for Litecoin. I have a lot of love for Dogecoin. That's why I always talk about Litecoin and Dogecoin and Digibyte as well, which is another really great proof of work coin. And so I believe when it comes down to money and what you're going to use for money, if you're going to a coffee shop, you want to buy a coffee and a croissant, what are you going to use? You're going to use Litecoin. You're going to use Dogecoin. You're going to even use things like Digibyte, where you press that button, boom, transaction is done. So this is what we're really looking for in the future of money. Speaking of Dogecoin, Dogecoin is looking at this 40-cent level, is consistently making higher lows as well. Targeting that 42 cents, 43 cents we hit the other day. This morning we hit a high of around 41.5 cents. We're at 39 at the moment, 1.72% in the red. Your bearish level to watch is 34.5 cents, just about. Right now, we do have a red dot printing on market Cipher. Money flow is still ever increasing. It's been on a really nice run, essentially, right the week before the election. The VWAP is pulling back. It is slightly bearish at the moment, which explains the slight pullback today. And we're going to look at the RSI that is telling us that we are very overbought for Dogecoin. And I'm here to let you know it's okay. And again, if we have a pullback, that is not the worst thing in the world. It's not. It's not. We need a pullback eventually. It's going to happen, but it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. And if you guys have chart requests, because I see a lot of you guys are asking for some chartery, please wait till the end of the show. I'll work on, if we have time, I'm going to do some chart requests for you guys. I'm going to do the requests, but shout out to Litecoin and Dogecoin. I'm extremely bullish on them both. There was also an announcement right before I went live, and that's the fact that Doodles, if you remember Doodles, they're an iconic NFT project. And McDonald's, in the past, we know they have been bullish on NFTs. They've been bullish on crypto, and maybe one day they're going to accept Dogecoin. Even Elon said if, McDonald's accepted Dogecoin, he would eat the Happy Meal. McDonald's posted drinking out of the McCafe X Doodles holiday cups exclusively starting November 18th. So in 4 days, you can get holiday doodles. Holiday doodles. I'm so excited. That's actually super bullish. Shout out to Doodles. Shout out to McDonald's. Like, that's absolutely iconic. They said to order an app, you can unlock a present from Doodles with any McCafe hot drink purchase in the McDonald's app. There's a ticket to stream the Doodles pilot. And then there's limited edition digital apparel for your Doodles avatar. To claim your gift, you have to follow these 3 steps, which is purchase your McCafe and Doodles hot drink in the app, check your email, sign up for the Doodles Studio, claim your pack to reveal your ticket in digital apparel. This is extremely bullish. The fact that McDonald's is like, hey man, let's partner with the Doodles and have digital wearables for your Doodles character with a physical cup. This is iconic. These are collector's items, a digital collectible and the physical cup. This is going to be worth so much one day down the line. It's extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. This is just the beginning. You know, the bull run is just getting started when you see things like this. Welcome to the bull run, my friends. It's officially here. So it's a physical cup that when you order it, you get an email confirmation, and then you sign up for Doodle Studio, and you claim your pack, a digital pack, and to reveal your ticket and your digital apparel for your Doodles character. Absolutely bullish. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to the bull run, and shout out to everybody that waited 4 years for this to kick in. Whether you like it or not, whether you like McDonald's or not, whether you like NFTs or not, this is really great for adoption. really great for adoption. It's going to bring a lot of awareness. People are going to be sipping their cups. They're going to be like, what's going on with this? What is this Doodle thing? Then they go, they look up Doodles. They look up their little email. They're like, what is this apparel thing? Let's click buttons. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Sip your coffee, my friends. Sip your coffees. Things are getting so real. Right, Doug? Right, Chris, Joe Harvey? Welcome. Yeti is here. Welcome. Downtown Music. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash the likes, my friends, because if we hit 100 likes, we're going to be playing that Newsmax clip. We have 73 likes. Let's get those 27 more. Back into crypto and the seriousness, because this was so iconic. This is so iconic. BlackRock, man, they're expanding their tokenized fund, BIDL, to 5 new blockchains. We know Franklin Templeton has been doing something similar with their money market fund. So is BlackRock on that same wave? Maybe copying Franklin Templeton just a little bit. Maybe. BlackRock. They said they're bringing its tokenized real-world asset fund to 5 more blockchains, taking it beyond Ethereum and expanding it to the largest money market fund token. BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, BIDL, issued in partnership with tokenization platform Securitize, is now accessible on the Aptos, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Optimism's OP mainnet, and Polygon networks, the company said on Wednesday. Securitize CEO and co-founder of Carlos Domingo said, we wanted to have and develop an ecosystem that was thoughtfully designed to be digital and take advantage of the advantages of tokenization. With these new chains, we'll start to see more investors looking to leverage the underlying tech to increase efficiencies on all things that have until now been hard to do. Oh boy. Oh boy. Like I said, things are getting so real. Nobody can deny the fact that tokenization is taking over. But again, it has to be in a way that we're in control of our money. I'm all for the tokenization, but you have to be able to own your assets, trade it whenever you want, and not be excluded from the system, which is what I get scared about when it comes to institutions when they want private blockchains. And if they have a private blockchain, it's permissioned, not permissionless. And in that fact, you could get blacklisted from the entire system if they don't like what you are and who you're talking to and what you're talking about, et cetera, et cetera. So just be cautious. Just be cautious. I think my camera's a little sideways. But that's okay. We also have doubters and skeptics stepping out of their shell. Who am I talking about? It's the Minneapolis Federal Reserve President Neil Kashkari, who recently has been touting, I hate Bitcoin. Bitcoin has no use. Bitcoin is worthless. Da-da-da-da-da-da. How many people have said this? How many? And then they come and they turn around. They're like, woohoo, let's do a whole turnaround here. Oh, I kind of feel different now. I feel different. Maybe this Bitcoin thing isn't so bad after all. And isn't it ironic that, the election happened, now this is going to be Bitcoin and crypto country, and this man just turns around and says, hey man, I'm not feeling the same about Bitcoin anymore. Maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe I should embrace it a little bit. Do a little twirly there. Let's get into what he said and how he might have an open mind as to what as to Bitcoin and this whole industry. Oh boy, I just can't. It's hilarious. Minneapolis Federal Reserve President Neil Kashkari has been a loud critic of Bitcoin and the rest of crypto, calling them worthless, fraudulent nonsense. But now he says his view could be swayed. He told CoinDesk during a brief conversation in NYC on Tuesday, quote, I'll have an open mind. Despite that pledge, the Ohio-born and raised banker continued to raise questions and to the point of cryptocurrencies. The industry has been around for a long time without reaching widespread adoption. He said it shows a lack of unity. Other than a speculative asset, what does it actually do in the real economy? It's been a dozen years. The Bitcoin white paper came out 16 years ago. So ridiculous. Like, this is not shocking, but it might shock some other people. Tell me why this man says, what does it actually do in the real economy? Oh, let's look at El Salvador, where it's legal tender. Let's look at the fact that Donald Trump wants to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the United States and maybe even pay back our $30+ trillion of debt with cryptocurrency. Maybe that's what's going to do in the economy. Maybe the fact that we get taxed so heavily on crypto kind of holds back people from spending it because they worry about getting taxed on it. This is the problem we have. Yet, it's not as speculative as people think, being that it's the best performing asset of the last 14 to 15 years. Why don't we look at all the bank stocks that literally went to zero last year because the banks failed? What about all the banks that failed? I think that's a lot more speculative. I think even a lot more assets on the stock market are more speculative than crypto. Let's answer that question, Mr. Fed President, Mr. Minneapolis Fed President Neil. Let's talk about the volatility of the stock market and how they could just hold stocks and do whatever they want over there. But Bitcoin's so volatile. Bitcoin's so scary. But it's no longer worthless or nonsense or fraudulent anymore. He's going to have an open mind. So at least he has an open mind, right? Right? That matters a lot when it comes to the crypto industry. Just one Fed Reserve president changing his mind. Ridiculous. I do love to see it, though. I love the flip-flops. It's very common to see that people start off as hating Bitcoin. Even Donnie T started off like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin is the worst. Bitcoin is worthless. Da-da-da. And now all of a sudden, we're going to have Bitcoin country and pay back our debt with Bitcoin and crypto. It's where we started versus how it's going type meme. Right, Bionic. Shout out to Desmond, Department of Government Efficiency. Shout out to Department of Government Efficiency. I can't wait for that to kick in. It's going to get very interesting, very quick. And I hope it does a lot of good for the country as well. Speaking of government efficiency, who's one of the least efficient people in this country that have parts to play? That is Liz Warren. I dislike this woman to an uncanny degree. I do. I think she needs a lot of mental help. I think she needs a lot of responsibility given to her for all of the things that she has done and all the people she has backed and that lobbied with her to take out the crypto industry. Meanwhile, we know the bankers and who they're associated with and how she disregards the harm against women and children that have been brought against them due to the fact that she covers up for the banks. Now, she rises into a role where the crypto sector, she says, won't shake her, or just won't shake her in general. She put out this press release, a little statement on the Senate Banking Committee. Take a gander, and I don't know why she has this much power, but she said today in response to the news that U.S. Senator Liz Warren will become the top Democrat on the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee in the next Congress, she released the following statement. She says, I've spent my entire career fighting to make our economy work better for middle-class families, not just for the wealthy and well-connected. Decisions made by the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs have a powerful impact on Americans' lives, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to fight for families who most need a government on their side. What a lie. That is so disgusting. What a lie. In the aftermath of the 2024 election, it's powerfully important for Dem leadership to show that we can make life more affordable for working people and to act with urgency to rebuild our middle class. For Massachusetts and hardworking families nationwide, this new role means a better chance to advance solutions like building more housing to lower prices and protecting consumers from private equity greed and special interest scams. As banking chairman, Sherrod Brown has been an unwavering advocate for American workers, the dignity of work, and consumer protection. I admire his leadership and respect his years of passionate public service. And Sherrod Brown, is he the most crypto-forward individual? No. No, not at all. So now we see that Liz Warren is buddy-buddy with Sherrod Brown. Weird how she didn't mention Gary Gensler and all these other people in here, though she doesn't really need to regarding this. Just goes to show she's not ready to enter war on crypto, as she was the leader of the anti-crypto army. Fire Liz Warren. Fire Liz Warren. Put fire emojis, Liz Warren emojis. Fire Liz Warren. Now, we do see that Brown, even as I was saying in this article, kind of backs this up. He allowed no significant legislative debate on digital asset legislation, though, even as he ran the committee, Massachusetts Dem Warren often managed to be the most prominent naysayer on crypto matters. Now that the Repubs won the Senate majority and will take the gravel, Warren confirmed she'll step up as the ranking Dem there. So she said that she wants to empower the middle class. I don't believe any sort of what she says because she is a liar. She's a liar. She doesn't do anything short of lie. And it is proven whenever she tweets about Bitcoin and crypto on Twitter or X, and she gets community noted right off the bat. The fact that she had Jamie Dimon right in front of her, and she asked him about crypto and not the illicit activities of the banks and the people that he backed.
Oh my God. Bruh.
Massachusetts, like, where did we go wrong, man? Where did we go wrong?
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Zesty.
Thank you for trying to calm me down, Douglas. But darn it, I'm frustrated. Because this woman should not have the power she has. She is evil. She's completely corrupt. And when called corrupt, she didn't even say no. Because she knows the truth. She knows the truth. So Massachusetts, where did we go wrong? I'm begging you to let's go back in time. Let's go back to the election day. Get John Deaton in office. And shout out to John Deaton for just being such a humble and great human being. And I hope that he has some sort of role in our government in the future, being that he is the reason why XRP got any sort of ruling that it's not a security, or the programmatic sales of XRP are not a security, meaning you and I going to the exchanges and whatnot and purchasing XRP is not a security. And that was because of John Deaton's work. So shout out to John Deaton. I have a lot of love for him. Can Elon put her on a spaceship and send her to the ISS? I would love to see Liz just floating around in space. That would be funny. Maybe she'll be more productive there. It'd be grateful when she puts her feet back on the ground. Now, we do have 10 more likes until we hit 100. And darn it, man, we need 100 likes to play Newsmax. Play the clip. We want to play the clip. And speaking of roles in our Govy Poos, we do have Cantor Fitzgerald CEO Howard Lutnick, who was supposed to co-found Department of Government Efficiency Commission. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, being that when the Doge was announced by Donnie T and the Vance transition team, they noted that it was Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon that were going to head that. So I was confused as to where Cantor Fitzgerald CEO Howard Lutnick went, which also makes me think that maybe he has this chance of being the Treasury Secretary. What do you guys think about that? And would that be bullish? These are some thoughts that came out. We see that Donnie T selecting cabinet members for his upcoming admin and the role of Treasury Secretaries reportedly between Scott Bessent and Cantor Fitzgerald CEO Howard Lutnick. According to Eleanor Terrett from Fox Business, Bessent was all but certain to secure the position by November 13th. The pro-crypto asset manager was the most likely pick for the U.S. Treasury Secretary, alongside hedge fund manager John Paulson. However, Paulson bowed out of the cabinet selection process due to what he described as complex financial obligations, and Lutnick is now being touted for the role, according to sources close to the process. Despite this still being unresolved, both Lutnick and Bessent are pro-crypto candidates who say the industry is here to stay and want to foster the digital asset development within the United States. He is the custodian for Tether's bond portfolio as well. So Cantor Fitzgerald plays a huge role in cryptocurrency, a lot that people don't even realize at the moment. So shout out to Howard Lutnick. I think he's a very, very interesting man, and I think he's from that TradFi world, can connect TradFi and the DeFis and make it a really good kind of combo in the U.S. government going forward with the next administration. Shout out to Kenny O, my friend. It's been a minute. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what happens with Howard Lutnick. Should he be the Treasury Secretary? I would like to see your thoughts in chat. as institutions are still making their way into this space and they're going all in on crypto. And according to a survey, 75% of respondents are planning to boost their allocations into the industry. I wouldn't be surprised, especially if Bitcoin has a strategic reserve within the United States. You think that more companies and countries aren't going to hop on this? Of course they are. It's obvious. And I even said that on Newsmax the other day, which I want to play that clip, but we're not getting 100 likes yet. We're going to get into that. With the current crypto bull run, the news just keeps rolling and rolling. There's a new survey released revealing that institutions are ready to put bigger bets on digital assets, with a striking 57% planning to ramp up their crypto exposure, fueled by a growing willingness to take risks and long-term confidence in the asset class. The annual survey gathered insights from over 400 institutional and professional investors, possessing an average experience of over 10 years and spread across 27 nations. According to the digital asset research manager, report author Lucas from Signum Digital. Now, we see that he says this report tells the story of progress and calculated risk, the use of a diverse set of strategies to leverage opportunities, and most of all, the continued belief in the market's long-term potential to reshape TradFi markets. Tokenization, cryptocurrency is the answer. The wave of optimism is certain. As it says here, a notable 65% of survey respondents are bullish in the long term, with 63% mulling more allocation to digital assets within the next 3 to 6 months. You're going to see major institutions, banks, companies, countries buying Bitcoin and crypto. And not only will it be just Bitcoin exposure, ETH exposure, other token exposure, it's going to be ETFs. It's going to be a lot of tokenized assets. Wake up! The money is flowing in. You think these institutions and all these rich people are just going to sit back and be like, hey, yeah, let's, this crypto stuff, Bitcoin going up to 90,000. I'm just going to sit here and watch. I'm just going to sit here and watch. Of course they're not going to sit here and watch. That's insane. That's insane. It also makes you think, would they actually tell you exactly when they buy? No, they would not. They never tell you before they buy. They only tell you after. Just like MicroStrategy. Do they tell you, hi everybody on the X.com. We're going to buy 27,000 Bitcoin tomorrow. No, they buy the Bitcoin and they tweet it and they say, well, hi guys, we just bought X amount of Bitcoin. All these companies, when they do their reports and they have to disclose certain holdings, that's when they tell you. They're never going to tell you straight up when they buy. They only tell you after. So these institutions are not going to wait. They're going to start accumulating, and that's the way it's going to be. And you're going to have to do your own thing. Do your own research. Have your own bullish and a bearish case scenario to understand what's best for you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yo, this chat is popping today. LFG. Robot.
Pambit, Danny. Shout out to Danny. Danny's an icon. Shout out to Danny. These institutions are going to buy. Central banks are going to buy. You know the central banks, they're buying gold. And you think they're not going to buy Bitcoin. When a few central banks are actually putting up like little Bitcoin art, little Bitcoin scenery for people to go check out. Get real, my friends, get real. These banks are going to start buying Bitcoin. All these companies are going to buy Bitcoin. These countries are going to start mining and accumulating Bitcoin at a rapid pace. There's only 21 million to ever exist, less than 20 million in mines. How many are in circulation? How many millions are actually lost? There's 21 million millionaires in the United States. Not all of them are going to hold one Bitcoin. There's billions of people in the world. This is an asset that is going to have a major supply shock. People are not thinking about that right now. There's only around 2 million Bitcoin tied to centralized exchange, if that is the case anymore, with the recent run up to 90K. When you go eventually to buy Bitcoin on an exchange and they don't have any anymore because they ran out, what are you going to do? You're going to have to go OTC. And if, let's say, for example, Bitcoin's $100,000, you're going to have to go to your friend and say, hey, amigo, can I purchase X amount of Bitcoin? They're going to charge you 3 times the amount Bitcoin's actually worth. You know what? Because they can. Because they can. And there's going to be a run for other cryptocurrencies that are similar to Bitcoin, which is where things like Litecoin come in. Look at Grayscale. Look at where the smart money is. Quote unquote smart money. Litecoin has a finite supply of 84 million Litecoin. Who holds 2 million, almost 2 million of that 84? Grayscale. Oh, and there's also been a filing for a Litecoin ETF. So Litecoin is going to end up having an ETF because there's a similar regulatory standpoint as Bitcoin. Maybe even better. There's going to be a run for Bitcoin. ETH held on exchanges is at a 6 to 8 year low. There's going to be a supply shock with Ethereum, and Ethereum is too expensive. If you have all these meme coins and NFTs that are popping off, the gas fees are going to be outrageous. Even Bitcoin gas fees are going to be outrageous. They already were when the halving happened, and people wanted that magical sat to represent the halving. Bitcoin's going to become difficult to use. It's also a little slow. Waiting 10 plus minutes for a confirmation will not work if you're at a coffee shop. Ethereum is going to be too expensive and it's not going to be fast enough, which is where the Litecoins come in, the Dogecoins come in, the Digibytes even down the road come in. And again, I'm not speaking about number go up. I'm talking about supply. I'm talking about feasibility. I'm talking about liquidity, ease of use. It all comes down to what is used for money. And we know what will be used for money. Put yourself in that mindset that there's not enough Bitcoin left. There's not enough Ethereum left. Where do you go next? If you go to the store, what currency are you using? A lot of people aren't thinking about that right now. We heard it from the Federal Reserve President of, what is it, Minneapolis. I think it was Minneapolis. Sir Neil Kashkari, we were just talking about. He was saying the adoption point. Hello, there's going to be a lot of adoption, especially if Bitcoin has the strategic reserve. It follows the El Salvador route in the United States of becoming legal tender, getting rid of a lot of these tax issues that we have regarding crypto. The tax issues that we have regarding crypto are absolute. And I mean that with my whole heart, with my whole darn heart, because they want to scare people to not spend it, not use it, because if it becomes usable, if people use it, they get scared that people are going to exit the dollar. Shout out to Coins Chick. Thank you, girl. They get worried that it's not going to be the way it was with fiat. And I'm telling you, fiat is not going to be the same once Donnie T becomes president. Stable coins are going to push hyperdollarization. People are going to use stable coins at the store. They're going to use cryptocurrency at the store because of the ease of use. Mark my words, crypto adoption is going to spur to a level we have never imagined over the next 4 years. And in the next 10 years, we will look back at what we're talking about right now and laugh. Absolutely laugh. Oh, people weren't even spending their Bitcoin at the stores yet? People weren't using NFTs to represent their digital coupons or their gaming assets? Boy, oh boy, we're going to get to a point where cryptocurrency is so widespread and so easy to use that people won't even know they're using it. Like when you send a text message, when you send an email, do you know how that works? No, you don't. But you know that if you send that email, it's going to go to that person you're sending it to. You send a text, you know it's going to work. When you send that wire transfer, you know that it works some of the time if they don't block you. Get ready, my friends. It's about to get very, very interesting. And I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Get ready. Yeah, Yukio, getting rid of the status quo. That's true. Getting rid of the status quo. My friends, we have a beautiful amount of people in here. Shout out to the Piper Academy for raiding on in. My Army Piper, my OC, my trade fly. Welcome. I have a lot of love for every single one of you guys. It's about to get very interesting in the United States of America. And so with that, I want to play. I want to play Newsmax. I want to play my Newsmax interview, darn it. For Hoop Deagles, I love when Randy yells. I'm so dead. Thank you. Listen, guys, if you want to see my Newsmax interview, because we passed 100 likes and the Piper Academy is here to witness it now, put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 and a no emoji. Do you want to see Newsmax? Do you want to see Newsmax? Let me know. Let me know. Because I spoke some stuff on there. And I think I got a little spicy, but I'm here for spice. I'm here for spice. I hope they have me back again soon so I can get even more spicy on the channel. Because I really do love Newsmax. That was a great time. And shout out to Hawk Crypto Mining for being on there with me. I have a lot of love for him too. If you guys are ready to see Newsmax, please make sure you smash the like. Give me 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Also, my beautiful TikTokers, hi. Desmond said you killed that interview. Thank you. And that full interview is on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, X. I think I list it everywhere. I don't know. I post on like 30,000 platforms, and I can't keep track of all my platforms. I can't. But I post on all of them. You got a lot of fake accounts. They say, are you? I know, Joshua. Just ignore them. Just ignore them and block them. If you guys are ready, I'm going to play it. Go on YouTube for all my beautiful folk on TikTok, please. And for all the people that haven't watched it, please make sure you watch it. And let's get after it.
Of last Tuesday's election, the stock market has been reaching new all-time highs, but it's not just the stock market riding the post-election wave. Crypto markets are also on fire, with Bitcoin reaching record levels.
The crypto corner has a different feel to it now.
A little more robust.
Okay, Bitcoin is now approaching $90,000, up nearly 25%. From just a week ago. The surge has elevated Bitcoin to become the 8th largest asset in the world by market cap, even surpassing silver.
Whew.
What?
Yes, I still have to wrap my head around all this. On the campaign trail, President-elect Trump, or former President Trump at that time, now President-elect Trump, pledged to make America the crypto capital of the planet. And some analysts believe that promise, along with an anticipated friendlier regulatory environment for businesses, could help drive Bitcoin towards the $100,000 mark by the end of the year, and that's coming quickly.
That is going to be here soon. Joining us to discuss, crypto educator and podcast host Randi Hipper, plus the co-founder of Terra Hosting, Michael Zuccarelli. Michael, I'm going to start with you. I can't believe I just read that. Bitcoin is bigger than the silver market. It is bigger than silver. Where's this going?
Well, there's a lot of positive talk with President Trump, and the markets are reacting positively. We are seeing tremendous amount of energy around Bitcoin right now. A lot of people are jumping in. Trump campaigned on this. I mean, he is the candidate of deregulation, and the crypto family, this is what they want. And there's a lot of money being poured in.
Wow. Randi, again, you're a crypto educator, and I definitely need some educating. So, I mean, is this the kind of thing now that it was very, I'll say, kind of dicey even a year ago, and now obviously lots of confidence in it? Is this something that theoretically an investor who maybe wants to play around a little bit would try out? Is that the kind of person who would get involved?
I think anybody could get involved with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency because it's simply a technology that people can use to either store their value, as it is the best performing asset of the last 14 to 15 years, or simply transact with. You could look at countries like El Salvador, where it is legal tender, and they're buying 1 Bitcoin a day. Their portfolio's worth over $500 million. This could range from the retail everyday person to companies like MicroStrategy, and companies and countries like El Salvador, even like the United States, that Donald Trump campaigned on the fact that there could be a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the United States, what would just put Bitcoin on a whole different level, and other countries following along with it.
Okay, this might be a naive question, Randi, but where is the money? Like, where is the money? Like, where is, we talk about silver, we talk about gold, talked about cash, even talk about, stocks. Where is the money? How do we know it exists? Maybe it's a stupid question.
It's not.
Well, the money exists because it's on the blockchain. Oh, I thought you were asking.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm talking to my
Randy. It's all
educator
you.
here.
The money is simply on the blockchain. Every single transaction that has ever been done with Bitcoin can be seen by any single person. So if you're looking at where the money physically is, just simply look at the internet. You could just look up your Bitcoin username or your address, and you're able to see this simply, which is where you get lost in the traditional financial system where the entire thing is private. So if you're also looking at the creation of money, there's a reason why it exists. It's called proof of work. Miners using energy-powered computers that are able to solve blocks on the blockchain that are thus rewarded with Bitcoin, and they could send that throughout the world, peer-to-peer, 24/7, 365, with no intermediaries or censorship.
Wow.
I wonder if we'll ever see it be like mass legal tender in the United States like other countries. I know other cities have
I wouldn't
tried
doubt it.
Okay, there you go. Randy, Michael, good to see you both. Thanks for coming on. Stop back soon.
Thank you.
I need a few more lessons.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
do.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to keep talking about it. Next time.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yay! That was fun. That was fun. Shout out to Hawk. What a lovely person. Divines the whole vibe. Thank you. Yeah, guys, this is so cool. I freaking love Newsmax. Shout out to them. They are amazing. And to have me on and ask me these questions, it just shows again how early we are. That where's the money, right? So that was just a great question, I believe, because we need to do more education as to how Bitcoin works. And I don't think a lot of people know how Bitcoin works. So if hopefully they keep inviting me back, we do some more education type hits, and so that way we could talk about
You're
this.
welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Armani!
Guess who's back? Thanks for all you do. Yeah.
Everyone drop a yar in the chat for Armani. Oh, Armani Yar, my friend. Oh my gosh. Guys, you don't know how much love I have for Armani. This man has been following and been a part of this movement with us since I started. He's been on this road with me for like almost 5 years now, Armani. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild, dude? Shout out to you. Am I becoming a regular on the show? That is the hope. That is the hope. They do have this Crypto Corner show that they have been inviting me on. So I was on last week? Hold on, time flies. Yeah, so I was on last Tuesday, I believe, or the Tuesday before that, actually, the 29th, I believe it was. And then I was just on Tuesday, so... Yeah, and then I was able to post it yesterday because I didn't get the clip. So I finally got the clip yesterday. I posted it yesterday afternoon, and so now I played it for y'all today. And I hope that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for all the love in the chat. Dre Fly said, all right, you crushed that one. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really hope that I could do more on all these mainstream media networks to be able to empower other people throughout the world, educate people throughout the world on what this movement is and how we could actually use Bitcoin and crypto. So I loved it. Yay! Shout out to Newsmax. That was so awesome. Thank you guys so much. The reporter asked a good question. Exactly. People don't know, like, where is the money? You know what I mean? Like, that's a great question because in what aspect, like, what do you mean, where's the money? Are you talking about the investor side? Are you talking about how do you find your Bitcoin? And so, yeah, that's so great. And I really love that question. Again, it shows how early we are and how much education we need done. And I'm honored to be able to be that person on Newsmax along with Hawk Crypto Mining. I love Hawk too. Shout out to him. He's such an icon and a beautiful miner. And so check out Hawk Crypto Mining. He's a great guy. I tagged him on every post that I have regarding Newsmax. So make sure you guys, if you look at any of my platforms, you go and give him some love because he's an icon and I have a lot of love for him. Right, Morty? Thank you for the hearts, Morty. Welcome. Yay, Newsmax. Woo! I do want to remind you guys that we do have a beautiful show planned today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Set your darn reminders for the Lizard Lookout. We're going to have a beautiful conversation today. If you haven't yet, please smash the likes and share it. Smash the likes, share. It's going to be amazing. We have a lot of really great speakers this week. And so I'm really excited to talk and break it all down, 2 p.m. Eastern. Boy, oh boy, that's so awesome. I love Newsmax. I love Fox Business. I love everywhere that has me on the TVs to spread adoption. I love adoption. I love education. Like this is why I wake up every morning, man. To hop on this show, spread love, get zesty, and be able to have opportunities like that is just mind-blowing to me every single time I get invited. So I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful. And I'm blessed to have beautiful people like y'all that support the movement as well and have been able to share this on social media. The more we share things like this, the more we get involved in things like this, the more we can empower other people and bring that education. So shout out to education. Shout out to love. Shout out to unity. Yeah, let's get it. Also, wait, hold on. Do I have more announcements? I feel like I'm all over the place. I have so much love in my heart right now. Like my heart's exploding. My heart's exploding. Also, let's see. Someone had chart requests before. What was your chart request? Morty, thank you. Someone had a chart request before and I can't remember what it was. Can someone remind me of the chart request? French, nice to see ya. Mr. Toasty is here. Welcome, Sin is here. Sola Jefe. Danny said, all the grinding paying off. Well, it's all of us. It's all of us. When I go on, it's for all of us. Right, Stu? Big Dog. We have Vadim Academy is here. Quarter Crawler. Who didn't I say hello to? I feel like I said hello to everyone. Bobby F is chilling. Brokoshi said the real one saw the Newsmax already. That's funny. Some people didn't see it, but that's okay. That doesn't mean they ain't real, but it does mean that you have to put on my notifications. Put on my notifications on all platforms. Yay! Say hello, everybody, again if you want. Ben said, Randy, have you seen Jason Casper rapping live on stream? No. Jason raps? Oh, darn. I have to be made aware of when that happens because I would love to tune in and see Jason drop bars. Shout out to Jason Casper, too. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a very sweet man. And I've had him on the show before. I think I should have him back soon because he's just really cool and a lot of love for him, too. And he has like a beautiful lifestyle too, which I have a like for. You know, his lifestyle, his family type vibe that he has. A lot of love for Jason, and he lives on his land, you know, just like Dan the Chartman. Shout out to Dan the Chartman. Again, if you haven't watched that episode from yesterday, I had Dan the Chartman from Chart Guys on the show, and he's a really great guy, and we also had a really deep and loving conversation about, you know, life, nature, of course the charts as well. And so shout out to Dan the Chartman. Look at this man's hair. Look at this man's hair. Are you telling me that you won't watch the show? You have to because of his hair. Look at the smile. Look at the love. Look at that. Look at that. Shout out to Dan. Again, please make sure if you haven't yet, you watch that. The link is in the live chat too. Dan is he's a chart hero. He's a chart hero, and I love his philosophies. Bullish Bradley, he raps a lot. Oh yeah, I gotta see this. I need to see this. I really haven't seen this yet. I've tuned into his streams quite a lot too, and I haven't seen him rap. Or maybe I just maybe I just wasn't not in the stream at the right time, I guess. But Pepe, guys, was flying yesterday, continued to fly to a new high today. It's now retracing 2%. But consistently, again, making those higher lows. It's been absolutely taking off. Pepe. It has been listed on Coinbase. It just got listed on Robinhood as well. And yeah, so shout out to the Pepe. A lot of people doubted Pepe, and it really spurred the last meme season, I believe. It wasn't really alt season. I would say it's meme season. So shout out to Pepe in the community. I know my friend David Gockstein was like, gung-ho on that, and a lot of people were like giving him smack about it, but no, like he really took that and ran with it. So shout out to David. Man, wow, I don't know, there's just so much going on in life, and I'm so grateful to be part of the movement. A lot of people were asking me about XRP earlier as well. See, that's what I forgot was XRP. XRP has this selling pressure going on over here at 71 cents. We keep trying to push 71 cents. We had a high today of what? Wow, 75 and a half, almost 75 and a half cents. So that's what you're really looking at, is to get above the 71 cent level, even more bullish. So you guys can see, we're going to look at that 81 cents for XRP. Your bearish level to watch is 64 cents, which brings us, if we fall below that, back into the range where between 48 and that 64 cents. Yeah, Ronell, it's over 70 cents. Well, right now it's about 70 and a half. We're up 2.3%, but it did hit a high today. Well, its high of today is 75 cents. Yeah. Ronell's always trolling XRP. He's like, oh my gosh, it never, it's always between 48 and 64 cents, 70 cents. He's so funny, Ronell. Ronell's hilarious on TikTok. He's like our TikTok comedian over there. Alt, how much down is Bitcoin going? We don't know the answer to that, my friend. We've been on a steady ride up, consistently making these higher lows. So looking pretty good, Bitcoin. Though this is price discovery mode, we don't know exactly where Bitcoin is going next. And so right now we want to obviously look toward the next $1,000 high, let's say, which is 94K. That's ideally what we're looking at. Yesterday, we did make new highs of around, what was this? 93.6. So that's what we're really going to look at to target today. We want to close above the low of yesterday, which was about that 87.9, almost 88K. Been ranging quite a bit. And Bitcoin moves thousands of dollars like it's a few cents. Absolutely nuts. Though a lot of people are speculating it could hit 100K by the end of the month. I think that's a nice little prediction. Would we like to see 100K Bitcoin? Yes. Though we have ran up at an extremely fast pace. And so when this happens, there might be a big drawdown. Though you want to hold support above that 70K level. That would be ideal. Beautiful. T-Bone, Mr. Wick is here. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. But guys, this is a beautiful time to be alive. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. And I hope that if you haven't yet, please go on all my social medias and smash that like for the Newsmax interview. Again, the more that we share interviews like that, the more we share the educational content that I post, the more people we could onboard into this space. And if you know anybody that's new to crypto, bring them to the stream. And if they ask a question in the chat, it doesn't matter. What I like to say is that there's no stupid questions in crypto, because again, we're so early. So I think that any question people ask is valid. What is Bitcoin is even valid, because this is how early we are. A lot of people don't know what Bitcoin is. Someone comes in the chat, how do I use a wallet? Let's answer that question for them. So if you have anyone that's new to the show, new to the whole crypto space, bring them here, have them in the chat. Even go in the Discord or Telegram and say, hey, at Randy, there's going to be so-and-so in the stream today. They're going to ask a question, and I will help them. And I think we should all help them. If they even go in the Discord and the Telegram in general and just say, hi, I was sent here, or hi, I'm new here, ask a question. We're going to help you. And if it's not me directly, there's other people in the chat that will definitely step in and give some answers. So I'm bullish on everybody. I'm bullish on adoptions of cryptocurrencies and the usability of crypto. I'm bullish. I'm so freaking bullish. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Again, 2 p.m. Eastern, join us on X for the Lizard Lookout. I'm going to put the link in the chat one more time. Make sure you smash the likes and comment that you're going to be there. There you go. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you haven't yet, check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off. Go where dollars won't. Talk about Gemini. Use Gemini. Trade $100 in crypto. Get 15 bucks in Bitcoin. A lot of people told me that they're actually using that code. And yay. Cheers to all of you. I'm bullish on every single one of you guys. Tomorrow we're going to have our Friday stream, so make sure to bring everybody for love and positivity to end our week. Have a beautiful day, my friends. Happy Thursday. I'll see you at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't yet, please smash the like, subscribe, share this video. Let's have Piano Maddie B sing us out.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Have a great day. Happy Thursday. See you at 2 o'clock. Smash the like, subscribe, share. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.
Hucksters. Fraudsters,
just because people smash the like, expect Newsmax
artists,
doesn't mean Newsmax is
Ponzi
the security.
schemes,